So one thing that you guys are going to notice is that this color wheel looks like a normal color wheel, but it has our actual levels and tones placed in the color wheel. Basically, what this is going to showcase is exactly the overall outcome that the particular color is going to give you. So what I really suggest you guys do is just split this color wheel in half, okay? You're going to split this color wheel directly in half. Everything that lives on the yellow-orange side is going to give you a warm end result, and everything that lives on the blue-violet side is going to give you a cool end result. So that goes for the our naturals and our browns as well. So if you were to cut this or split this brown circle directly in half, everything that lives on this yellow-orange side is going to be more of a warm brown color, and everything that lives on the blue-violet side is going to be more of a cool brown color. So if you guys are looking, you're going to notice that some of our N family members, like our 6N, is going to live more on that yellow-orange side, whereas like our NA, or our 6 natural ash, is going to live more on the blue-violet side. So if you're doing great coverage and you know that you only want to utilize an N in your formulation to get the great coverage, you just need to think to yourself, what is the overall outcome I want to see? Do I want to see more of a warm brown, or do I want to see more of a cool brown? If you're wanting to see more of a cool brown, pick an N that is going to live on the yellow-orange side. And if you're wanting to see more of a cooler brown or cool gray coverage, pick an N that's going to live more on the blue-violet side. This goes with any time we're toning or canceling as well. If you're looking to see what's going to give you the most in our blue family or the most in our violet family, you can go ahead and just look and see, okay, 10B, it's a lighter level, but it really is going to live more on that violet side. So I can go ahead and pick simple 10B to cancel out anything that's going to be yellow at a level 10. Questions on that at all, guys? Perfect. Okay, so I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen here just for a second because I do want to pause and talk about these shades with you guys. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I should get a little bit bigger on your end. But I do want to actually talk about some of the shades with you guys and really go over things that I think you will utilize and really want to know a little bit more about. One thing when it comes to kenra, we have lots of different N families to choose from. So a few things, I'm just going to let it focus here, is that we are going to have our N family, which would be our natural, the lightest and purest form to match on match. And we'll also have our natural ash, our natural brown, and then also our NA family. Okay? So what that means is that all of our N's, like I said, are going to be natural, and you can absolutely get 100% great coverage by choosing an N all by itself with 20 volume, but all of them are going to give you a little bit of a different outcome. Like I said on that color, your N is going to be more of a warm outcome, and it's going to be the lightest and purest form in our overall portfolio. Your NA is going to be about a quarter to a half a shade darker when you are comparing it to your N because it's going to be more of a cooler outcome. So you guys know cool colors tend to absorb the light. So that means that they're going to appear a little bit darker to our eye, whereas warm colors are going to reflect the light. So that means they're going to look a little bit lighter. So our NA, our natural ash color, is going to give you more of a cool brown effect, okay? Whereas our NB is going to give you more of a natural brown or beige tonality, okay? When it comes to our B family, so you guys know when it comes to our B family, anything that is going to be a 7 and above will be represented by beige, and everything that's a 6 and below will be represented by brown. So just know that that B can be a warm brown or a beige, okay? When it comes to kenra, we also have our NUAs, or natural ultra ashes. So you know our natural ultra ashes, or NUAs, are going to be the coolest color that you could achieve for gray coverage. So if you've used an NA and it looks good on your client, but it still tends to be a little bit warm, or maybe their hair is just a little bit warmer than you would like, that NUA is going to be something that allows us to really give that cool feel and give you the coolest option for gray coverage. It says I'm frozen, so I just want to make sure that I'm unfrozen.
You're good on my part.
Okay, good. I just got a message that I was frozen, so I just want to make sure everybody's seeing me. Okay, perfect. All right. The other color that I want to speak to you guys on, that we'll go a little bit more in depth here in a second, is going to be our monochromes, and those monochromes are going to be designated by our N pluses. So our N plus is going to give you a little bit of a different outcome. It is going to give you more of a rich saturated outcome, which I will highlight here in just a minute after we're done with these shades. A few other colors and a few other shades that are going to separate us or make us a little bit different from everything else that you guys might have used is going to be our silver metallic, so our SMs or our VMs. Okay, so let me pull out my swatch so you guys can see a little bit better. The SMs and the VMs, along with our ROMs, are going to be a little bit different than maybe what you're used to, okay? So our SMs are going to be silver metallic, and these silver metallic colors are going to be really more of a blue silver base. So what these are going to be good for are going to be really great for neutralizing, providing coolness, or anything that's going to be more of a coppery or brassy color, okay? Your VMs are going to be more of a violet base. So your VMs are going to be more of a violet rosé base. And these are going to be great for anybody that has a little bit more of that yellow kind of hint to them, but it also helps provide a little bit of coolness at those lighter levels as well. Your SMs and VMs will come in permanent and demi-permanent colors, and that'll be represented underneath all of the levels in your swatch book. So I'm trying to see if I can get it so it can focus, but you'll see that it'll say that it's available in permanent and it's available in demi-permanent. If you only see a P underneath the swatch, it means that it's only available in permanent, and if you only see a T underneath the swatch, it means it's only available in demi-permanent. Okay. With the SMs and the VMs, they're absolutely amazing, and they really will be kind of game changers for you guys. One thing I will point out, because it is definitely a trend and something that everybody's always asking, is that silver gray look, right? So one thing that I want to say is that you can absolutely get that silver, beautiful kind of gray appearance with any of our SMs, any of the VMs, or even the NUAs. But a really quick pro tip that I'm going to share with you is that you have to make sure you're lifting to that beautiful level 10, then applying the color over it. So if your color is at a level 10 and maybe you see some yellow left in it, it is going to be in your best interest to pre-tone, to cancel out all of that yellow, and then put your desired SM or VM shade on top. It's just to ensure that you're getting that beautiful gray coverage and that you really are getting that outcome you're looking for. Cool. As I go through, if there's any other shades you guys want to talk about, I am all ears, but I thought I would just highlight a few of them that really are going to be life-changing or really allow you to see a little bit of difference in our overall portfolio. If you get dizzy, don't stare at my screen just yet, because I do have to go back to where we were. While I'm flipping through, are there any other questions that I can help you guys with? Is there anything that you guys need clarification on, or any questions that maybe have not been answered?
Are you going to go over the rapid toners?
Yes, so really great question. I absolutely will in the rapid toners just when we get to the demi-permanent.
Thank you.
Perfect, yeah. Okay, I'm going to move along if nobody has another question on the shades.